I'll first request everyone to recite a loud salawat for this day, please. Starting with the function right now, we'll first start with Quran recitation. I request Honorable Vice President Haji Bhai Parekh to please come on dais and recite us.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام حتى حتى مطلع الفجر اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
Thank you, Haji Bhai Parekh. I'll now request the President of Khoja Heritage Jamat, Ali Bhai Shroff, to come on the dais, please. I'll also request Mr. Ali Raza Bandiali uncle to please come on the dais, please. I request the Secretary of India Federation, Abbas Bhai Virani, to come on the dais, please. I request Shabbir Bhai Panjwani, the India Federation Executive Officer, to come on the dais. Can everyone just shift a chair ahead, please? जो पीछे बैठे हैं प्लीज आगे आ जाइए, आगे चेयर्स बहुत खाली है, आ जाइए प्लीज. थैंक यू सो मच मुश्ताक अंकल. सरफराज भाई. आई रिक्वेस्ट मौलाना मुसवी साहब टू प्लीज कम ऑन द डायस. अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद वअज्जिल फरजहum. So we start with the Khoja Heritage Day with Khoja anthem that we have got. So we'll go live now.
Khoja Heritage Pandana Khoja Heritage Pandana शिष्यों चेहर बैठना अलीना शिया में शिष्यों चेहर बैठना अलीना शिया में मासूम से चौधरी इमाम से बार हमारा मासूम से चौधरी इमाम से बार हमारा बस ये जगत बनाने बस ये जगत बरमाने मस्जिद इमामबाड़ा से मुल्क हमारा मस्जिदो इमामबाड़ा छे मुल्क हमारा
बिरादरी छे हमारी कहिए जिन जमात हमें
बिरादरी छे हमारी कहिए जिन जमात हमें
इखलास ने सादगी छे नारा कौम ना हमारा
इखलास ने सादगी छे नारा कौम ना हमारा
आप ये इतने वास्ता पंजितन ना हमें
आप ये तने वास्ता पंजितन ना हमें
तौफीक दीजिए हमने ऐ पालनहार हमारा
तौफीक दीजिए हमने ऐ पालनहार हमारा
चोरी नहीं करी सिरातुल मुस्तकीम हमें
चोरी नहीं करी सिरातुल मुस्तकीम हमें
हमेशा भी रहे हमेशा दिल में हमारा
हमेशा वीर रहे हमेशा दिल में हमारा
खोजा इस्ना पंथनामे मोहम्मद मुस्तफा छे पैगंबर हमारा शिष्यों छे निर्भयना अलीना शिया में मासूम छे चौदने ईमान छे बार हमारा मासूम छे चौदने ईमान छे बार हमारा
Gulam uncle, please. So now we'll go ahead, and now we have an introduction from the World Federation President Sheikh Safdar Bhai Jafar and KHP lead.
Welcome to the Khoja Heritage Day, where we weave the threads of time and celebrate a treasure trove of culture, traditions and values that bind our Khoja Shia Ashari community across the globe. Every tale whispered, every smile exchanged, carries the essence of generations past, nurturing the roots of our collective heritage. From bustling city centers to tranquil villages, our Khoja heritage thrives in every corner of the world. Thanks to the diligent work of the Khoja Heritage Project, our history is not just safeguarded but brought to life.
The World Federation stands as a steadfast supporter of our heritage. It is through honoring our past that we create a meaningful future. As we uplift our communities, we also weave a brighter future where our shared values serve as the foundation for progress.
Empowering our youth with the wisdom of their roots ensures that the flame of our heritage burns brightly.
October 2022 में शुरू करेल ग्लोबल खोजा हेरिटेज डे દર વર્ષે વિશ્વભરમાં આપણો ઇતિહાસ અને આપણા પૂર્વજોની યાત્રાઓની યાદ કરીએ છીએ. કરાચીથી ન્યુયોર્ક સુધી જમાતો વિશ્વભરમાં એકત્રિત થાય છે અને આપણે આપણો સાંસ્કૃતિક વારસો, ઐતિહાસિક માર્ગ અને ખાસ કરીને અહલુલ બૈત અલૈહિસ્સલામની રાહ પર આવવાની ઉજવણી કરીએ છીએ. ઘણા વર્ષોના સંશોધન પછી ડોક્ટર હસન વાલજીએ ખોજા દિવાલનું સંકલન કર્યું છે. તે આપણા 1000 વર્ષના ઇતિહાસનું પ્રભાવશાળી પ્રદર્શન છે. આ ખોજા વોલ માત્ર ઇતિહાસ નથી, તે આપણી સંસ્કૃતિ અને ધાર્મિક માન્યતાઓનું સાક્ષી પત્ર છે કે જે ખોજા સમુદાયની કસોટીઓ, વિપત્તિઓ અને સફળતા દર્શાવે છે, નવી પેઢીઓને પ્રેરણા આપે છે અને દરેકને આપણા પૂર્વજોની મહેનતની કદર કરવા માટે પ્રોત્સાહિત કરે છે. મુંબઈની વ્યસ્ત ગલીઓ, કચ્છના શાંત પ્રદેશો અથવા ભાવનગરના ઐતિહાસિક ખૂણાઓ બતાવીને ખોજા હેરિટેજ ટૂરે આ દિવસ સુધીના વિશ્વભરના પ્રવાસીઓને આપણી કોમના ઇતિહાસને આકાર આપનારા સ્થળોનું મહત્વ બતાવ્યું છે. આશા છે કે આપ સૌ ખોજા હેરિટેજ ડે અને ખોજા હેરિટેજ ટૂર જેવી આપણી પ્રવૃત્તિઓમાં ભાગ લેશો, કારણ કે આ સફર માત્ર ભૂતકાળને યાદ કરવાની નથી, તે આપણા ભવિષ્યને દિશા આપે છે. આ ભૂતકાળના તે ફાનસ છે કે જે આપણી કોમને પ્રગતિ માટે ભવિષ્યની દીવાદાંડી છે. When you talk about heritage, the question that can be answered is, who are you? And you might start to answer that question with your name, but of course you're much more than a name. What are your values? Where did your ancestors come from? Why do you follow the faith traditions that you follow? All these things and many others come together to make up who you are. And today, we have a wonderful opportunity to reflect a little deeper as to an important factor about our identity as a people by looking at our heritage. Let me share a statistic with you. We as the Khoja Shia dignitaries are just 150,000, perhaps less, of the 200 million Shias around the world. In that 150 years of our conversion, we have built nearly 300 religious buildings, mosques, Imambadas, and so on and so forth, which means we have built 2 buildings a year in our existence as Khoja Shia dignitaries. Above all, preserving our cultural heritage engenders a positive feeling of communal support. It is said, and research says this, that those who identify strongly with a certain heritage are often more likely to help others, each other, within the same community. I say this, that the testimony of that bonding lies in the creation of an enviable network of Jamats, regional federations, and the World Federation which bind us together. And I hope that the Khoja Heritage Day will engender an even greater sense of belonging and help retain the valuable social capital that our forefathers have built up through a lot of sacrifices over several generations.
Let our shared heritage be the symphony that resonates through time, reminding us of the ties that bind us. Join us in embracing the essence of Khoja heritage. Together, let's shape a future that's steeped in our vibrant past.
Thank you, team. I'll now request the president of Khoja Shia Jamat to have a word on the theme. I'll also request Yasin Bhai Mukhi to please come forward. Yasin Bhai Mukhi. Tanvir Bhai Kanwali, please come forward.
Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu ala al-Husayn wa ala ali ibn al-Husayn wa ala awlad al-Husayn wa ala ashab al-Husayn bar Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat. Respected elders, Maulana Sahib, one and all, my elders, my brothers, Salamun alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, as we commemorate our identity, the Khoja Heritage Day. Initially, this day celebration started in October 2022. Alhamdulillah, last year we established this Khoja Heritage Wall right here at Arambagh. That was the first year of our Mumbai Jamat commemorating this day. This is the second year, and today we are glad that all of you are here. To my brothers, my elders, and to the next generation that is going to follow, ये एक डे एक यादगिरी है उस चीज़ की जो एक रिच हेरिटेज कल्चर है जो हम लोगों ने इनहेरिट किया है हमारे एंसेस्टर्स से और हम लोगों को ये पास ऑन करना है अपनी नेक्स्ट पीढ़ी को. ओके, एंड व्हाई आई से दिस, अभी आपको पता चलेगा. एक जस्ट before half an hour or so or 1 hour or so, we have just recorded one video. I will just request that video to be played here, and thereon I will carry on with the further program. Bismillah.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد अली भाई नदीम पकड़ तुम लोग कैसा बात कर अरे वो सर पकड़ भाई तुम्हारा अच्छे एक्चुअली बतानो आपसे محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجه اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد جمع عفو اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد अरे डालो ना
सलाम अल हुसैन वाला अली इब्न हुसैन वाला औलाद हुसैन वाला साहिब हुसैन वाला मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. We are right now walking through the pathway of Masjid and alhamdulillah, as you can see, the entire place has been refurbished and granite has been installed on the pathway, and you can see that the shade has been renovated along with the painting of the shade done. And today we are commemorating the Khoja Heritage Day. This is our culture, and this is our heritage that we have preserved, and our elders have given us this gracious religion of Islam, where this is a true path for salvation of our mu'mineen, marhumin, and for all of us. I have an excellent team with me who have one midnight oil to make sure that all of this comes to its right being. We are happy to deliver this in about last maybe 2 weeks or so, and you can see that the flooring has been painted also. And as we approach towards the Gents Condolence Hall, you will also see that it has been revamped entirely. And as we are just about to complete, and it's just half an hour now to the program, but still there is work going on. On your left, if you see, this is the Khoj, which was used to be an open one. Now this has been turned into a nice tile with 3 taps, so that it is covered from the top. The water will be pure, and we can even have rose water installed inside it, so that there is no infection, there is no open to exposure to sunlight or something. So these all small thoughts are and mashallah, this entire work has been done. Now as we just cross this way, this is something that I want to tell the youth of the community, because my elders know this. This area is a very sentimental, emotional thing of our community, where we have the cover of our resting place of our Shaheed of the community. Both of them are resting here. Along with them, one very crucial personality who we have tend to forget is this grave of mashallah Ghulam Hussain Alu Murad, the one who was also the first treasurer of Mumbai Jamat, and he was the one who has donated Bandra Mosque along with the Bandra Kabristan and along with the Musafir Khana that is belonging to the Bandra Trust. There, if you see, these are the monuments of our Shaheed of the community, and here right behind them, this I want elders and I want the youth of the community to visit this grave as well. This is of this is Marhum Seth Hashim Bhai Vishram JP, who was the first president in 1901 of this esteemed Jamat. And today, as we run through the program, we will also run through the revisit entire our office bearers and our philanthropic
So, Mominin, I will now make you revisit our roots, I would say, not the history, I would say roots, because there is where we all came to this magnanimous religion of Islam, and this became a source of akhirat for us, our marhumin and our elders. As we commemorate this day, we can never forget the Shaheed of our community, that is Hirji Bhai Allah Rakhya, Shaheed Lalji Bhai Sajan, Ayatullah Abdul Qasim Najafi. Here you can see all those frames are also enriched in our minds and our memories. Sheikh Hassan Najafi Sahab, Ayatullah Zainul Abidin Mazarandani Sahab. This Ayatullah is the key. He is the key. And a few days back, एक वीडियो भी circulate हुआ था WhatsApp के ऊपर, जिसके अंदर उनकी जो कब्र मुबारक है, that is in the Haram Mubarak of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. So the next time that you all visit there, my request is that we should stop and pray a Fatiha to Ayatullah, because he was the one in 1875, 1880 के आसपास जिन्होंने डेप्यूट किया उलेमाए कराम को, शेख साहब को, और इनको कि आप इंडिया जाओ, बॉम्बे जाओ और ये कम्युनिटी को आप सिरात मुस्तकीम पे लाओ और उनको रिलीजन ऑफ इस्लाम समझाओ और इनको रिलीजियस प्रैक्टिसेस से आगाह करो. सो दिस इज़ द की जो अपने कल्चर के अंदर ये पूरा सी ऑफ चेंज आया है. देयर आफ्टर एवरीबडी नोज आवर शहीद किल्लू भाई खटाव. द फर्स्ट ऑफिस बेरर्स जो भी मैंने आपको बताया, जो अपने मरूम शहीद है, उनके कब्र मुबारक के पीछे ही उनकी भी कब्र है. और वो हाशम विश्राम साहब जेपी, हु वाज नोन एज, हु वाज द फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ मुंबई जमात इन 1901. Ismail Bhai Jan Muhammad was the first vice president of the community. Ghulam Hussain Allu Murad Sahab was the first treasurer. Now, this marhum was the first treasurer of the community also, and he is the donor of Bandra Mosque, as I said here, Bandra Graveyard, and also the Musafir Khana that is there. Okay, all three has been donated by Ghulam Hussain Allu Murad Sahab. Jan Muhammad Devji Sahab was our first secretary of the Jamaat. Abdullah Bhai Haji Mauji was the first joint secretary of the Jamaat. खाकी भाई हिमानी. अब ये जो मस्जिद आप यहाँ देख रहे हो कब्रस्तान में जो एस्टैब्लिश हुई है, दिस मस्जिद वाज completed, constructed on 25th July 1900. This mosque was established, and the person who did this was Khaki Bhai Himani, who was funded this project. Thereafter, in 1889, by Hira Bhai Rahim Bhai Allu Paru and by Kesar Bhai Dharamsi Khaku Charitable Trust. So this was first the famous Allu Paru Trust that we call as. Then it was the Ghulam Hussain Allu Murarji Trust, the Bandra Mosque Trust, which was established in 1901. Thereafter, we have Kesar Bhai Juma Rajan, the Kesar Bagh Trust. She established in 1934. Devji Jamal Musafir Khana, Harji Devji Nazar Ali Kurla Mosque, that was established. Juma Lalchi Musafir Khana, Ismail Abdul Karim Panju and Hussain Abdul Karim Panju. Then comes one generation which I think most of us and our elders sitting here can correlate. Now this generation starts, जो personalities आज तक अपने को याद भी है और शायद उनके चेहरे भी अपन ने देखे हुए हैं. That is Sultan Bhai Molu Bhai, Roshan Ali Daud Nasser, Roshan Uncle Akhani, then Abdul Hussain Bhai Ladda Lalji, Hassan Ali Bhai Ladiwala. Now these are all the past presidents of this esteemed Jamaat. Umaid Ali Bhai Bhana Bhai, Sultan Bhai Ghulam Hussain Delhiwala, Shokat Uncle Mewawala. He was a philanthropist who has established KSI Medical Society, Kesar Bagh Trust. He has had phenomenal contribution and towards the other activities of the community as well. Nobody can forget the legend Mohib Uncle Nasser, Safdar Uncle Karmali, who recently we lost him. He was a legend of this community, Rehnuma of Azadari, and the way he has worked for the community is like our generation has also seen what Mohib Uncle, Sultan Uncle, Safdar Uncle, and the most beloved on this list to me, apart from all the other dignitaries, is Shabir Mamu Mukadam. So with this, I will request all of you to recite the Suratul Fatiha. आई एम कॉन्शियस ऑफ द टाइम एंड स्टिल यहाँ पे दो चार चीज़ें हैं जो अपने को आज के प्रोग्राम के तहत देखना है, बट एज आज अपन सब कब्रस्तान में मौजूद है, आई थिंक ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड यू विल सी दैट द टाइल्स एंड द रिफर्बिशिंग दैट हैज बीन डन, द एंटायर condolence hall of Jains has been shaped, or a new picture has been given to it. All our pathways have been renovated. We thank our donors who have come forward always for all our projects, supported us in a big way, and alhamdulillah this is now our property that we have to maintain. So and ये काम जब चल रहा था तब काफ़ी लोगों को आज जो सोलार पैनल भी अपन ने इंस्टॉल किया है, समीर भाई विरानी एंड मुस्तफ़ा भाई विरानी ने जो इसको फंड किया है, that will also be like about in next 2 weeks time it should be activated. So all these donors who have given, this is all sawab zaria for your marhumin as well. With this, 2 updates that I want to again pass on with this communication to the community. One is the education felicitation program जो next Friday 1st को है 7:30 केसर बाग के अंदर. Second को we have Mumra Kabristan, I would not say Kabristan opening, I would say the prayer hall opening. Okay, so second को 11:30 को we are having that inshallah in MM Valley at Kabristan, the Mumra. Then we have on 3rd historic day for us as Bombay Jamat members, that first housing project of the Jamat will be done inshallah in years, recent years, that we are going to about to witness inshallah on 3rd of November. So I would request 11:30 3rd November also, please try to make out some time and visit us there. It's a team effort and I've been very lucky कि आज ये इस तरह की टीम है मेरे पास. I have no words for my colleagues, Rizwan bhai, Sajjad chacha, Haji bhai, Irfan bhai, Nadeem, all of them stand like rock. Though I have other extended MC members and other active members also who take active participation in all of this success story, and mashallah we have been able to achieve whatever we've achieved little, and we try to have your kind cooperation to achieve much more in the future time to come. There is one special initiative also which I would like to announce from this platform today. Sarfraz bhai Gogaria has taken up this responsibility for angioplasty and bypass surgeries. You may please, any mu'minin who are suffering from this would try to contact us, and we have a setup through Sarfraz by Gogaria, whereby through government schemes, this will with a very nominal cost if you have an orange ration card and all. So almost it will be on, say, like, FOC basis only. So inshallah, this is a big thing that is there for our community. Also, the last a month or so has been very tough on our community, as in the larger Shia community that I'm talking about, the attacks that are going on the Shia around the globe. It's not right to touch upon the name of the countries, but yesterday also we've just learned of an attack on Iran. We pray for the safety of our mu'mineen, our marja, our rehbar, and all our shaheed who have lost lives in these battles. I would just request for a Surah Fatiha and conclude that. Bismillah.
Thank you, Ali Bhai. I request for a loud salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We'll now have a video on Once Upon a Time of Khoja live. Please.
On a fateful night in January 1969, a wealthy Khoja businessman in Basra, Iraq, had just finished his suhoor rituals and was awaiting to offer his Fajr prayers when he was hauled Gestapo-style by agents of the brutal Ba'athist government of Iraq and put in a dungeon. Saddam Hussein was then the interior minister. This was a well-known social worker, Abdul Hussein Jeta Golkar, who always had a particularly soft corner for his fellow Khoja pilgrims to the shrines in Najaf and Karbala. Initially, he opened his house to them, to the rich and poor, who stopped at Basra on their way to Najaf and Karbala. At the time, the only means of transport was by ship to Basra. To serve them even better, Abdul Hussain established a Musafir Khana for pilgrims in Basra. It meant a lot to the Khoja pilgrims from the subcontinent and Africa that if they were ever stranded, they could get assistance from Abdul Hussain Gokul. Subsequently, Faiz-e Hussaini, a community trust in Mumbai with contributions from philanthropists of Africa and India, built other Musafir Khanas in Najaf, Karbala and Kadmain, and it was Abdul Hussain Jeta Gokul who spent considerable time and effort in managing these Musafir Khanas. Abdul Hussain had migrated from Karachi to Basra in 1918, when Iraq came under the tutelage of the British rule with the collapse of the Ottoman Empire. It was the family patriarch Jeta Gokul who had established a thriving shipping business in Basra, chartering vessels from Mumbai and Karachi to Iraq and Gulf ports. Later, his sons Qasim Ali, Abdul Hussain and Ghulam Ali expanded into export and import of commodities, particularly dates, from around the regions of Karbala and Najaf. After his arrest, the Ba'athist regime falsely charged Abdul Hussain along with a number of Iraqis for being Israeli spies. In particular, Abdul Hussain was charged for his purported involvement in the transfer of money of wealthy Jews fleeing Iraq in the 60s. In typical Ba'athist style, the entire case was based on hearsay without any documentation. The whole case was based on a single Iraqi witness who, as it later transpired, had a grudge against Abdul Hussain over some business dealings. Abdul Hussain was 60 years old when he was condemned to death in Basra by a kangaroo court. Saddam Hussein, in his capacity as Interior Minister, ignored the supplication of pardon from Pakistani President Field Marshal Ayub Khan. The treatment meted out to him in imprisonment was so horrific to even contemplate. It would have been an international condemnation if epic proportions of the world saw something like what viewers saw on Pakistan TV. It was shocking to see a man with a bruised, swollen face and painfully visible signs of torture paraded in front of crowds admitting that he was an Israeli spy. Sadly, on 27th January 1969, Abdul Hussain was put to death after his orchestrated trial as a criminal. Today he lies in Wadi Salam in Najaf, the largest Qabristan in this world. Ayatollah Sayyid Mohsin al-Hakim declared Abdul Hussain Jeta Gokul as a shaheed, martyr. After the collapse of the Saddam regime in Iraq, Iraqi authorities have named a street in Basra after him. It is called Shar al-Shaheed al-Sayyid Abdul Hussain Jeta Gokul.
Thank you so much. I'll stop here and like to congratulate the Habib Ismail Trust Chairman, Mr. Javed Bhai Shroff, who has been selected from NCP and been standing for MLA in this contest of upcoming election. Please recite a loud salwat. And this is the first time in the history of Shia community that NCP has appointed Mr. Javed Shroff for the upcoming election, please. So now we go ahead and we conclude with Khoja spaces for the Khoja Heritage Tour, please.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim bar Muhammad wa ale Muhammad Salwat. I thank the office bearers of Khoja Shia Isna Jamat and Khoja Jame Masjid Trust, Maulana, and with all your permission, Salamun Alaikum, and I start my speech. It's not a speech, it's just to give you the facts of things. I had never intended to contest. And there is a 11-minute interview which I will be sending to you, which is the maiden interview I've given in so many days. It is only after Baba Siddiqui was shot down. And when I went to Leelavati Hospital, I saw a man who looked to be, I said, I have never seen this man around Baba. But he was acting like a family member. He was going in towards the body, coming out. Then Satyanarayan Chaudhary ji was there. Daya Sahab, who's the additional commissioner, shook hands with me. And I asked somebody, "Ke teesra pakda gaya ke nahi?" So the way he reacted, I thought he is also under fear psychosis. But the other man with the bearded and white kurta pajama and smart-looking boy, I did not knew him. Everybody was coming and shaking hands with him. And I was in my own, because I am also Maulai, so I was in my own Jalal of Maula Ali Islam. It is taught to live like Ali and die like Hussain. So I was in that, Barakat bhai, Assalamu alaikum. So I was in that state of art. Then next day, somebody came again, everybody and the police and everybody was surrounding him. And he came near Baba's body, jahan Zairat chal rahi thi sabki. So I asked somebody, I said, "Ye hai kaun?" To bole, Parth Pawar hai. Arey acha, mola ye Parth Pawar hai kya? So I called him, I said, "Come here, stand here next to me." He stood for 20 minutes and he said, "You're Javed bhai?" I said, "Yeah." To bole, "You must meet Dada." I said, "Yeah." Then we went to Kabristan, though it was raining very heavily, but we went to Bada Kabristan for Dafan of Baba Siddiqui. Because Baba Siddiqui aaj marhum ho gaya, we recite a salwat for his maghfirat, inshallah, salwat. That man, as I will recount to all these people present here who are all witnesses that Baba was very instrumental in making the back Imambada of G.A. Murad Trust, Allu Murad Trust. You remember that Imambada Bandra Masjid which had come up? The man has done good deeds also. And the man, when Marine Plaza issue came up, he spoke to me at 12:30 in the night for 1.5 hours. He understood everything and he said, if the trust is getting 100 rupees, those people should pay 110 or 101. You can't settle for 99. And Javed bhai, we are with you, my son, all Muslim MLAs of Bombay. I will organize a delegation and we will go. Azan is giving Gawai. And on Tuesday, I got a call from, I think Azan is there. Okay. So, that day night, when we were entering the Kabristan, I had a couple of Congress MPs with me, sent by Sonia ji and Kharge ji. We walked inside. Dada met me. With him was Najib Mullah, corporator of NCP from Mumbai. I said, "Dada ji, आपण बोलत होतो ते हे जावेद भाई." बोले, "हे तर अहमद पटेल सोबत मी यांना भेटले आहेत. तर आपण परवा भेटू." मला ओके जर. Then behind him was Praful bhai. बोले, "काले हूँ शिरपुर छु, परमदाड़ आपणे મળીએ છે." Sir, okay. 27 years of my loyalty with Congress was taken away in 20 minutes as a Jama Punji by Ajit Dada Pawar. And Ajit Dada Pawar is that man who has stood by the Muslims of Mumbai and Muslims of Maharashtra and Muslims of the country. And when I went to meet him, he said, "I am also a congressman and you have to join." And there is a ground report. And he showed me report. 2 names were there in that report, Yusuf Abrani and Javed Shroff. I said, "Dada, but I don't do South Mumbai politics." बोले, "Javed bhai, आता तुम्हाला करायचे आहेत आणि मी candidate आहे, तुम्ही नाही आहेत." Even now, my name was to be declared on Friday, but I told him, "Dada, I need 2-3 more days." And today, I just met somebody who gave me so much of a respect, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I thought of my parents again, and I said, "Let me go pray Fatiha, and I'll meet all of you all also over here." And I just saw my watch. I thought probably the program must be over. But I said, "Let me take a chance, let me go, pray Fatiha first, pay respects to my parents, and my grandfather, because of whom today we have reached at this stance. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah." And I would suggest a salwat for all the marhumins dafan in this Kabristan and for those ulama and those leaders of our community who have passed away, a salwat for Isale Sawab for all of them. So inshallah, Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Teen ka figure kharab hai. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. So thank you very much, all of you, for giving me this opportunity. And I thank the President, Ali Akbar Bhai Shroff, Ali Raza Uncle Bandeli, Mr. Virani, Mr. Parekh, Mr. Halani, Mr. Rizwan Bhai Batliwala, man of the match. And Sajjad Bhai Shroff and all office bearers, Alama Deen, Babuli Bhai, Shaban Bhai, Sajjad Bhai, Hasnain Shroff, all of you who are present here, thank you very much. But inshallah, Alamdar Bhai, my Ustad of Kirat Committee, inshallah, if you all pray for me, I will take this sahas. And individually you all can advise me whether I should take this step or not. Because I am yet in that dilemma. But the community overall, Muslim Ummah, has fully backed the decision. And Mumbai Devi needs somebody. So then only the Dongri boy can fight it. Born at Habib Hospital and will be buried in Anjirwari Kabristan, inshallah. Why I'm saying that? Because one should be ready for his death every day. So that when you do work in the day, you know, okay, night if I don't tomorrow wake up, I have done my deeds as per Maula Ali's hadith. Salwat. Thank you very much. One request from my side, Dua Allahumma kulle waliyek, for me and for all our seniors who have passed away, and for the community, inshallah, for hifazat and the attack which is going on in the Muslim world on Muslim atrocities. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma kulli waliyakal hujjat ibn al-Hasan salawatuka alayhi wa ala abai fiha bihi sahati wa fi kulli saha waliya wa hafiza wa kaina wa nasira wa daliya wa aina حتى تسكنه أرزقا طوى ونمتعه فيها طويلا.
Two names, Haider Bhai Unia, sir, and Zafar Chacha.
Can you just sit for 2 minutes? Only 2 minutes.
We now
She served the various other trusts and community charities, Bees, Khoja Girls Orphanage as well. So may I please request a shawl to be presented. Haji Bhai and Javed Bhai to please present a shawl to Barkat Uncle of India, please. For Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad Salwar. Meantime, I will just request Alamdar Bhai to just come forward.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I request Alamdar uncle to please come forward.
So Alamdar uncle doesn't need any introductions, mashallah, from Madressa to picnics to niyaz to everything that has been done in and around our Dongri 09 is having an involvement of Alamdar uncle. So Alamdar uncle, please come forward.
I would like to state Alamdar uncle is one-man army basically. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajah. So we now conclude this event, and now we move ahead with Namaz-e-Maghribain ba Jamat, followed by the refreshment niyaz at the newly renovated hall just near the Masjid. Thank you so much for this event, attending it.